Do you sometimes have stains on the toilet bowl? Very common, right?
I don't think it's sometimes, I think it's every day. Every time.
Today is a very special episode because we are going somewhere special.
Where are we going?
我们要去小倩的家。
去我的家。
对 ，It's so different from other house tour. It's because this is the first time I do a house tour. 那个 owner 还没有搬进去。
Yeah, I haven't moved in yet. So
Yeah.
today will be a really special episode because
Yes.
basically like a first impression kind of.
It's so empty that the wardrobe right got barely any clothes.
Minimal clothes.
So it's a very showroom condition today. Before we go in the house, let's take a look at how it looks like before. So this is a two-bedder condo, 495 square feet, and it's designed by Anzie and Dylan from Anna. The whole renovation took about 4 months, and the theme is modern contemporary. Let's start off at the entrance. This is the Karas K20 Pro Max lock by Undigital Lock.
Before this lock, right, I was also using Undigital Lock. But I think the newest feature for this one, right, is actually the LCD screen inside.
Yeah.
At first, I was thinking like I should just stick with my previous one. Yeah, because I really love Undigital Lock. I didn't think of like changing it. You guys told me that they had a new one, so I was like, okay, let's check it out. Right, just check it out. Yeah.
So this is very useful, especially for Xiao Qian. Always got a lot of deliveries. It's good for her to be able to access when she's not at home. So now let's head inside and take a look at how it looks like inside. Right when you enter the house, right, you'll be first greeted by the kitchen. There's a lot to talk about, but let's talk about what's above us first, which is the ISA V3 by Luminaire.
So the moment when I saw this ripple light pattern, right, I was like, okay, this is it. I want this to be my entrance light really.
Yeah.
It's like very grand. At the same time, it's very subtle. It's nicely flush to the ceiling.
Correct. Luminaire lights, right, I have been using for many years already, okay? And a lot of my projects, right, I always highly recommend, even when the price tag is a little bit high. But it's worth it because if you go for a cheap light, they have a lot of problems. Then you have to keep changing, repair, no smart feature, and then you will end up spending a lot more money. So I'm the type of person, right, I will rather buy once, cry once. So Luminaire light has always been worth it. Before we move on to the next thing, right, I want to say, right, her design process, right, I was quite involved in it. I got to tell her, hey, we want to open up, right, to let more sunlight in and all that, right. So there are a lot of things that I suggested, such as the Evo-Rich flooring. So a lot of my projects also use Evo-Rich, especially, right, when I see the person, right, have pets.
So I told Ryan that for my flooring, right, it's very important to have slip resistant function because I have 2 pets. Then after that, it has to be scratch resistant.
对对对，因为它们两只都很大只哦。
Yeah, if not, it's like one time already.
Yeah. Then we'll move on to the actual kitchen. I guess they don't really cook much.
我一个人煮什么？
Yeah, so don't need to cook much. So Xiao Qian have a very small kitchen, but everything is within reach. And everything here is very useful one, okay? They're so well equipped, right, that she got an air oven, a microwave, an induction hot and hood, and a wine cellar. And it's all from Mayer. But I want to bring your attention to these 2 particular items, okay, which is the air oven and the wine chiller. So starting for the air oven, right, it has this timer function, right, where she can preset 10 hours before. 晚上放一个面包在里面 toast it for you when you wake up.
Then we invite the rat to my house.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. But actually, 它关掉它不会进去啦。I don't think so 啦。
The reason why I chose these 2, right, is because microwave, right, is for wet food. Air oven is for dry food.
Okay, makes sense. Okay, then we talk about the wine chiller. It also looks very aesthetic, right? Because it has LED lights to highlight your collection. 我记得他跟我们拍 Get Fair 的时候，他讲他不是酒鬼。那为什么他有一个 wine chiller 呢？
我还有多一个人在我家嘛。
他是那个酒鬼啦。
他不是，他是 alcohol collector。
他不喝，他只是 collect。
他 collect 而已 ，collect 百岁这样的。
Okay, next up we have the Regal sink mixer with the pull-out spout.
You know, I always watch your Reno King video last time, and then I didn't understand why people would choose Regal, right? And then when I went there myself, right, and I also choose the same thing.
对，
because it is 很实用。
And most people will always choose the gunmetal finish. I think it's a modern look.
Yeah.
Okay, then of course its functionality is include the pull-out function. Right above the sink, right, we have this entire carpentry that is planned by Anzie and Dylan from Anna. So in the house, right, all the drawers, all the cabinet, right, is all powered by hinges from Box Hardware. One special thing about these hinges, right, is that it can stop at any point. And of course, it's soft closing. Right outside it, right, these are all Arova laminate. 为什么你会选这个 particular laminate?
I told Anzie and Dylan that I need something with texture. And then another thing they told me is because this one is antibacterial.
Of course, in the kitchen.
Yeah, in the kitchen you really need something that is antibacterial. It cannot be every day you cleaning your kitchen, right?
And now I tell you, you, Xiao Qian, right, whatever she eats, she don't care. Whatever the dog eat, right, she care more. So of course, when she prepare the food, right, she want to prepare in a very safe environment. Then right beneath it, right, we have the corner unit swing tray by Box Hardware. So this whole thing, right, swings out like a S, so you can fully utilize the whole corner.
Even if like you got very heavy pots and stuff, right? 你懂我们很老了 right?
对，
那很重 then you still sorry, you don't have to like go all the way inside, then you carry out, then after you injure your back. So I think this corner unit swing tray is very, very useful.
As she was saying that, right, 你懂我们很老 right? And then when I stand up, right, I really knew all the back.
You really 串 already.
I really thought already. Finally, right, we have the carpentry from R&R, right? They did this stick back door, right, which basically hides the DB box and all the mess that she don't want to show people. And this is right behind the entrance door, so it really maximizes the whole space. So we are done with the kitchen. We are now going to move on to the living room.
要飞的咩？家这样小吧。
2 steps away from the kitchen, we are at the living room. This is a very interesting feature, okay? So you see the floor to ceiling mirror, right, have 3 different purposes. One, because Xiao Qian house is small, right, and only have 1 window, they reflect the natural light back into the house. Number 2, it makes the house look a lot bigger. And number 3, which is the most important reason, is Xiao Qian can take a look at herself before she go out. 对吧？这个最重要。
No, okay. The 3 purpose is correct, but then the ranking is 错 already.
Oh, then your ranking 是怎样？
Number 1, most importantly, is the lighting.
The light,
which is what you say lah. Then of course to make it bigger. The least important thing is to check myself.
他都懂，他是自然美的，不用 check 的。
越讲越惨。
越描越黑。So at first, right, like I said in the previous video, I came into a house. It's the first time I go to a pretty girl house, right? I want to faster go out because it was very dark and small. Because there was walls up. I made a suggestion, right, that during the renovation phase, right, maybe want to consider opening it up to let more light to come.
Previously, living room don't even have window.
我来他家叫我坐在
我都不懂他要坐哪里啊。
This was a very good addition and makes the house look a lot more bigger than it already is. So right beside it, right, is this platform, right, that houses most of the furniture. But the interesting thing is, right, this platform, right, everything, right, is all storage.
I really need storage.
这些 drawer 我跟你讲，其实是一个 pet shop. They got so many pet supplies. Next time I run out of tissue paper or what, right, I come here and take it.
All these drawers that you see is powered by wooden drawer runner by Box Hardware.
And it's all soft closing.
Yes, again, soft closing very important.
Okay, then of course, right beside the platform, right, they have this feature wall that is very interesting. Okay, at first I thought it was a curtain, but it's not. This is just something that I think is very pretty and makes the whole house very unique because this is the first time, right, I see this type of feature. It's very organic, but yet it's solid. So on the platform, right, we house all the furniture. All the furniture comes from Comfort Design, and I believe this is the most involved, right, Xiao Qian is, right, because she went down personally, chose all the furniture one.
Yeah, so initially, right, we only wanted the arc sofa because I really love how it gives off a very soft look. But then when I was trying out this sofa, Xavier, my partner, went to the boyfriend's corner. He sat down on the caterpillar. And then he's like, baby, why not we don't take the arc already? We just take the caterpillar. For now, right, you guys see that the caterpillar is 1-seater. But actually, the caterpillar comes in like 2-seater, 3-seater. We tried the 3-seater, but then it couldn't fit. So to get the best of both worlds,
有一点 up, 有一点 caterpillar.
对, correct. He said this one is like must get. The moment he sat down, he's like, wow, he just sink in. And then he just feel like this piece of furniture should be at home because it feels like home. It's very, very comfortable.
Okay, so now moving on to the dining area. The dining area, right, of course, I will always recommend the best to my friend. The Gray and Sanders dining table, okay? This is the first time I see, right?
I know.
这个 waterfall feature. So because Xiao Qian did this, right, I'm also doing that for my house.
你看我是 real influence.
对. So what is waterfall feature, right? Is because this slab, right, you see the resin. Now it can be your legs also. The whole design flows as one.
And here, see if you put $1 coin here and then you put a pot of money here, right? 它是 like waterfall 水。那个钱一直流来的。
Wow! I'm going to do that because 我也是有一条河的。Okay. So back to the carpentry. This is also planned by Anzie and Dylan from R&R. Basically, what Xiao Qian want is a bench, right, that can fit a lot of people. But however, don't want to waste the space. So what they did was
we have a hidden storage. storage.
But wait, there's more storage, okay? Over there, right, even though it's carpeted, right, it's all also storage.
Correct.
So this entire platform is a storage.
It's basically like a tatami.
So typically, right, whenever I work with especially content creators, they want their house to look aesthetic, but yet they want a lot of storage.
Yeah.
But a lot of storage will make your house not look aesthetic because it will look very boxy. But Anna actually came out with a solution of all this hidden storage that's integrated into the platforms.
When you step on the platform, you won't even know that there's a storage underneath.
Correct. They actually also consider illuminating the whole house via all these LED strips. And this LED strips is present throughout the entire house. Like I say, right, when I first look at Xiao Qian house, right, I say 打掉那个墙 make sure natural light come in. 因为它只有一两个 window 而已. So
Yeah.
they put this reeded glass, right?
This one I really love it.
Yeah. What's behind it is the bed. But don't worry, nobody can see anything. It allows the privacy, but still let the light come in. Right above the bench, right, we have the lime wash done by Vasari. What's special about their lime wash is that it's antibacterial and odorless. There's also some fun fact about lime wash, okay? Lime wash is a very popular design choice by a lot of young couples nowadays. But lime wash has proven reports, right, that it can reduce temperature to 1 to 2 degrees. Yeah, that's this.
Haven't lived in, I don't know.
I have to say, you can check with Xavier. Right? Just now I said, hey, 你的家很冷欸.
Yeah. I was like, why is it so cold here?
He was already sleeping already. It's too cold already. So if you are looking for a very good lime wash vendor, right, you can consider Vasari.
Yeah.
As you can notice, right, the switch from Futura house, right, is also blended in with the entire lime wash by Vasari. But we will come back to the smart home later because the whole house is equipped with smart home. Now I'm more excited to go into Xiao Qian's bedroom.
Okay, before we go into my bedroom, I need to show you this door first.
This is the Veltor door from 8 doors. And doors essentially is a very, very boring piece of equipment.
Yes, correct. 门就是门嘛。
But what's so special, right, is this frameless design, okay? They have no hinges that is visible. And if you notice, right, a lot of this handle, right, they can just remove, right, to put a spare key in.
Yeah.
The bosses I swear you, I never seen people that are more passionate about doors. They take their doors so seriously, they have vigorous R&D. And not only that, they even go so far as to have the factory here in Singapore.
Yes.
So they can produce the doors really quickly. So if you are ID looking for a door vendor, please consider 8 door. If you are a homeowner, please insist your ID to take 8 doors because I really think this is the newest tech. Yeah, you won't regret it, promise. Now, we'll enter the bedroom, but I won't go in now, okay? Usually I don't do bedrooms because I think it's a very personal space. So I'll let Xiao Qian and Zehvier take over.
Welcome to our bedroom. This is Xavier, by the way.
Hello.
And over here you can see that we have a platform, and below the platform there are more drawers for more storage. Also, we have this LED strip light, which is basically like a safety feature lah. Also, it will kind of like just soften the whole look of the bedroom. This guy, every time in the middle of the night, right, he'll go to the toilet and then after he will kick. So it's very important to have this LED strip light, and these are done by R&R. And then moving on, we have our bed. Our bed is from USA, and USA has 3 types of mattress, and we chose the original queen size, and this is basically medium firm because we are both different type of sleeper. I am a side sleeper and he's a back sleeper. So this original mattress is perfect for side or back sleepers.
So this Wusa mattress comes with 10-year warranty, and I think the best part about Wusa, right, is that you get to go down to their showroom and choose.
So he spent like 30 minutes lying down and then he basically just fall asleep there.
It's a very enjoyable reno experience, and I heard Wusa has a new range of mattresses coming up, so be sure to check it out.
So right below the Wusa mattress, we also have the adjustable base, which you can control it with the remote control or your phone app. And this guy, right, he always snore, so I really love it that there is the anti-snore function together with the zero gravity, which you can also preset it in your phone app.
Very importantly, right, look at this Wusa long pillow. So we chose this because of 2 reasons. The first reason is because when you sleep with your partner, right, there's always a gap in between the pillow, then you always fall in, very gao wei one.
Yeah, or he like to snatch my pillow.
I don't. And the second thing is that you don't end up snatching pillows. So to prevent your partner from snatching pillow, you should get a long pillow so you're always closer to your partner. And moving on, we have our bedside lamp from Sol Luminaire. So this bedside lamp is quite important for both of us as we are using our phone at night. This is very good for the eye. The light is also touch sensors. By the touch, right, you can change it to different lighting and different dimness. Next, we have the kinetic switch from Futura House. This is in gunmetal, and this is specifically just for our bedroom. So the bedroom lights and everything will be controlled by this.
So above our bed, we have this nicely done feature wall. Initially, during the discussion, I told Anzie and Dylan that I wanted this curvy thing which I found it on Pinterest.
And we also have an additional platform to house our Lumos projector, and the reason why we got a Lumos projector instead of a TV, right, is to maximize space, and also that to be a bit more romantic, right, given our busy schedule, to have a Lumos projector in our room, right, allows us to watch a movie at night, given that it has built-in Netflix and YouTube, and also very high resolution given the autofocus.
Yes, so I think this is a very good idea for those who don't want a TV at home. Moving on, I'm going to show you the other side of the bedroom. So over on this side, you'll see this L-shaped desk. It's basically my dresser and work desk. When discussed with Anzie and Dylan, right, we really need to maximize our space at home. And I really want to show you guys this thing that I asked Anzie to do. It is basically this hole, right? You have to drill this hole so that you can put your hairdryer. Next, we have the his and hers wardrobe, and all of this is with Arova's laminate in champagne. And I really love it because you won't see fingerprint even though it's matte finish.
And you realize, right, we have a very thin wardrobe handle, and this is in black. So you realize that it all blends in nicely with our entire house colors, such as our 8-door handle, etc. And Anzie and Dylan really places a lot of focus on the design for our house to make it look sleek and aesthetic.
And then let me show you his empty wardrobe.
So as you can see, as a guy, I have nothing. It's an empty wardrobe just to buy sweet one.
Excuse me, 什么意思?
But if you zoom in here, this is my tiny see-through watch collection with also a fingerprint lock. So some backstory, I just saw this concept on Instagram, then I screenshot and sent to Dylan, right, asking, bro, can do? And he said, can. And then when we came over to view the place, right, it was actually done up with the see-through to see all your jewelry or displays. So I think having a good idea is super important. So big shout out to Anzie and Dylan as well for always helping us actualize our vision.
Fulfilling our request.
Okay, moving on to her wardrobe, where she always complains that she got no clothes.
I really got no clothes, See, it's very empty. Okay, but anyway, I really love this whole wardrobe concept because look at this wardrobe lift system. Wow, 有没有? Saves so much space. Okay, so the reason is because my previous wardrobe, we have very high ceiling. We cannot fully utilize the space on top, and then it's usually like for you to put useless stuff or practically just empty. So right now, right, we have this wardrobe lift system from Box Hardware. So now I can easily take all my clothes without climbing the ladder. A tip for all the new homeowners, right, it's very important for you guys to really like visualize and draw out and plan what you want to put in your wardrobe, especially like if you have long dresses, you got suit, you got coat, all this, right? So it's very important to know the length, the measurement of it, okay?
I personally never had any renovation before, so this is all like very wow to me. I'm usually the kind that I got a place then I move in, so very suitable for young couple where you have a smaller place, especially house now getting smaller and smaller. Need to find an idea to maximize all this for you.
Can you imagine our 2-bedder condo, we got his and hers wardrobe? I cannot imagine also, but they did it.
Okay, moving on to my favorite part.
Your toilet, yes.
My toilet, because I actually spend the most time here thinking about every big event in my life. So all the big events are made in this toilet.
Wait, for context, for context. I only allow him to give ideas for the toilet because really he spent 1 hour in the toilet. I don't understand why guys have to take so long in the toilet. Like, what are you doing inside?
Actually, guys choosing home design quite sad one. You only can choose the toilet.
No, you said it yourself. He made this special request. He said, as long as I have my wine cellar, I have my whiskey display, I have my watch display. Then he said, last thing he said, toilet I want to design.
Yeah, very importantly, because I sit on the toilet bowl thinking about many important life decisions. So are you ready? Ta-da!
Wow, 有没有?
Every corner of the room is the same theme except the toilet. So I wanted that when I step in the toilet, we are in a different world. Okay, and back in Bali, I remember this open shower concept that's very popular, and that's why we have this skylight from PC Tech.
Basically, it gives off a very natural sunlight, and you will notice that our toilet, right, there isn't any window at all. So if you are very claustrophobic, right, you feel like you're in a very tight space and there is no natural sunlight. So PC Tech skylight panel is actually a very good idea.
And this light you can change different mode, warm or white light, giving you different ambience lighting. And if you don't like it, just off it and you can on all the cold light.
And not just that, you can control it with your app and you can customize the size of the skylight panel.
Okay, so as you guys can see, the toilet is quite small and we maximize all the space. And you must be thinking, where is our washing machine? These two couples don't need to wash clothes. It's actually here. So our ID have it specially designed to place our washing machine inside our toilet to maximize our living space outside in the living room. Very importantly, let's look at our Regal toilet bowl, the place that I spend most of the time on. Okay, so guys, right, that always use the toilet bowl, I need to ask you guys, do you sometimes have stains on the toilet bowl? Ooh. Very common, right?
I don't think it's sometimes, I think it's every day, every time.
Yeah, so we found a solution to it. And the reason why I must get this is because of the Regal World Wash Flush technology. Because it simulates a tornado, right, to ensure that you leave no stains behind. So that's why I never get scolded anymore.
We'll see.
And moving on to fulfill my outdoor rain shower dream, right? Look at this. So this is actually done up by R&R, where you have a partition glass wall for you to see through the shower. So when you look at this, right, you can see we have a feature wall that is made of stone bricks. So it actually feels like you are showering outdoor with the outdoor rain shower from Regal. So if you look at this knob, right, you can actually preset the temperature for safety and comfort, so that when you step in the shower, it's already the right temperature that you want. You don't need to stand in the cold shower and jump for a while.
Just right behind me, we have the vanity area, and there's this very nice basin. I really love this one because it's rounded. It's from Regal as well. And then we also have more storage that you can put all the toiletries and stuff, designed by R&R. And then I want to talk more about this washing machine area, because you must be wondering where I keep all my stuff, right? So during the designing process, right, we faced this challenge whereby the washing machine, the door would not be able to open because of the toilet bowl. Anzie was so smart. I think she's a genius. She said that we can actually elevate it, and then below, right, we can use it as a storage. And then over here will be our washing machine, where now we can open fully without hitting the toilet bowl. So behind the vanity mirror, we have more storage, which I really love. I really need this. And yeah, that's it for our toilet. Let's head back to Ryan. Where is Ryan?
Ryan 不要偷懒了。
And we are back at the living room. Okay, so just now I mentioned, right, the entire house is equipped with a smart home, and the smart home is Futura by Futura House. This smart home is not only not very expensive, right, and they are still professional enough to maintain the service and quality. So the switches that they use, right, is called Janus Kinetic Switch. So Janus Kinetic Switch doesn't require any wiring. It doesn't even require any battery, so it can be mounted anywhere or brought around anywhere. Being a smart system, of course, it means that it can voice control. It also can do app control, set up scenes, or do automation. It also comes with 2-year warranty, so you don't have to worry if anything goes wrong. Then next up, right, of course, 做完装修就要做什么 cleaning. Xiao Qian house is actually cleaned by Scrub Master. My own experience of working with other cleaning companies, right, usually the cleaners will come and ask me, right, whether 我家里有 cleaning tools or ladder.
I know they don't bring their own.
They don't bring their own, but Scrub Master have their own, and they will minimally send 3 cleaners.
No matter how big my house is.
对，你的家这样哦 they also send 3 cleaners.
我家很小而已 but
Yes.
there's really send 3 cleaners here.
So not only they do post-renovation cleaning, right, they also do part-time cleaning, moving in, out cleaning. They even got upholstery cleaning, and then they also have vinyl and tile deep cleaning. Over time, right, the vinyl or the tile, right, the grout lines may have dirt. So the cleaning is a very tedious and 一个 conscientious.
It's not like 你拿一个布这样子 I
对，
cannot.
你要慢慢在那边 scrape.
Yeah.
So if you're interested in engaging a cleaning service, you can consider Scrub Master. You can head over to their website and find out more. Overall, right, 你的整个 renovation 你满意吗? Or you want to share some experience with our audience?
Today is like my first time coming into this house that is fully renovated. I'm very impressed by it, and I really want to thank Anzie and Dylan from R&R. I would say that I already know what kind of ID company R&R is, but the thing that I didn't know was they had this super app. Basically, this super app from R&R is that you are able to send, like, let's say got defect at home, then you are able to just snap a photo, then you just upload into the app, and then they will send somebody down to rectify it. If let's say you were to sell your house, then you can transfer that warranty to the next owner.
Correct. And the warranty is lifetime, guys. So inside this app, right, you can also see your floor plan, your 3D designs, everything, all the information is all in this one app. So you don't need to scared like, oh, the ID 跑掉 or the ID is not around anymore.
Especially, you know, those kind like the ID 它换人. Yeah, 换人. Then after that, you don't know what material you use. Like for example, like for the wall, what is the color, what is the unit number, that kind of thing. So I think that's very important, and that's the amazing part for the super app.
And this is my first time doing a renovation, so I think it took quite a while longer than expected. But I think what really stood out to me was that Anzie and Dylan from R&R made it very personal. Given our busy schedule, we actually meet them at like 11, 12 a.m. kind one, and they still accommodate really.
They really go out of the way as an ID. That is not their responsibility.
这个我都不懂
Yeah, it's damn shocking one. I tell you, to the point that, right, everything that I need to decide, right, you help me decide, I trust you. Like for example, like the colors, you know, people usually they have to meet physically and show you, but because I'm always not in Singapore and I'm very busy, then I'll just tell them, 你们 just 帮我选. I trust you. I really trusted them. And you know the amazing part, right, is that I cannot believe that the rendering of the whole layout, I would say, is almost 100%.
It looks the same,
It looks exactly like what she designed. So I was very shocked because I was telling you I had very bad experience with Reno. Having that I leave everything to them, I thought colors, especially colors, 你拍照 confirm won't be accurate one. Yeah, but I didn't expect it to be actually like really exactly the same as whatever they gave us for the 3D rendering. So I really like a huge thank you to Anzie and Dylan from R&R for making our home like a home now.
Thank you. And also I want to take this chance to thank Ryan.
Correct.
He really managed our expectation quite well, and he actually kept forcing us to come down to site.
He's the one that remind us that you still got your house renovating going on.
Wow,
Go and check.
This is the only renovation I did, right? That they never chased me.
I feel that the hiccups are not a lot. Because Anzie and Dylan they
always
just
come in video.
他们会默默地 settle themselves. They won't come and pester us or what, unless it's like something that's major. Other than that, I feel like because they already know what we want, there's a very good communication going on. But I'm super happy, I tell you. I'm really very happy. If you were to ask me, is there any challenges we face, right? 可以跟你讲零耶.
Wow.
I really like, you know, when I walk in, right, I feel like I'm walking into a showroom.
Wow.
I walk into the 3D render.
I tell you honestly, I think of all the houses I ever did, right, nobody ever say that I'm happy with everything.
No, you
and
tell me,
没有
you tell me.
催我，没有催我。
You got anything unhappy or not?
I never knew this place is so big until the renovation.
The
Then like,
potential lah.
Yeah, the potential of the house, correct.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for letting us do your house. With every Get It video, we always have a promo deck that we put in the description box. Inside have a lot of promotion, discount, free gifts. So be sure to check them out if you are going to renovate your house. And as always, remember to follow all our socials, follow their socials. Click here for more, click here for what, and cut to the bloopers.
Did I press something? I didn't press anything.
Busan, go down.